everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready, Set, Pan. Today I am so excited to be doing my fourth update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. A little bit of a tongue twister there, where of course we have a deck of cards. The prompts associated with those cards are randomized every single month. And I am working on 5 items right now that I'm working towards hitting goals on. This is a really good update. It was even more exciting than I anticipated. And so let's just dive right into it, starting off with my long-lasting item. That, of course, is this Lorac Eye Gloss in the shade Skinny Dip. I have been wearing this guy so much, at least for me and for a blue. I wore this 9 times since the last update, bringing me to a total of 32 uses in the project, and we are getting really close to done. Obviously the stopper is out, and you can see it's looking kind of rough in there. The product was actually like settled to here or so, but then I couldn't reach it, so I kind of stuck the other end of an eyeshadow brush down here and tried to like mix it up to get product out. So you guys can maybe see that movement in there, but like there's getting some on the brush, but this is actually getting pretty close to done, which is exciting. This was of course for my duo or my multi-chrome prompt, and we're working our way down, and even with that shaky you can see more windowing. Next up for pretty packaging, Bath & Body Works. This was the only hand cream I had from them in Japanese Cherry Blossom. And if you're caught up on my Instagram, Ready, Set, Pan, it is done. I have cut it open. I have used up everything. I did get another 2 uses from cutting it open. And although this isn't my favorite scent, I'm not a big floral person, I did actually quite enjoy it as a hand cream. Again, I'm probably not going to go out of my way to buy a whole bunch of these because, you know, they're like $8.50, I think, for one of these. So kind of on the expensive side. But I did really like this. The goal was to finish it. The goal is met, so we get to roll something new in. Next up, for Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, I went with probably the easiest item you can get through, which is a foil sample. Very reflective here. This is the Lancome Absolue Rich Cream, which is how you know it's expensive. This was a moisturizer, and it was pretty decent. Definitely floral scent. But it is all done. Only got a couple uses out of it. I can open the packet to show you guys. Not really, it's all stuck together. It's been done for a while, but this one is also a goal met, so we get another roll in. That moisturizer I did roll in last month, as with the last 2 items in here. The next one was rolled in for a fragrance. And remember, I told the story last month of I deliberately chose something with a lighter fragrance so I could use it with my bio oil in my Skin is In project because I was kind of struggling to use that consistently. So to help solve that problem, I rolled in this one from Bath & Body Works in Midnight Swim, Blue Waters, Beach Flower, and Fresh Coastal Air, and it smells nice. But it is a lighter fragrance, and it is a lotion, so it's lighter consistency, so it pairs pretty well with the bio oil. So that is achieving what I wanted from this project. Now, this was full last month. It was untouched, and this is where I have marked it now. So you can kind of see in there, it's a little bit lower on the inside, but whatever. I think I've used this 4 times maybe since my last update, so it's not a ton of use, but it is good use considering I don't use it too often. It's only when I use the bio oil, otherwise I'm using my other lotions. But really enjoying this, glad to have it in the project. For Spotlight a Panner, I had chosen Sophie Alexandra because she goes through eyeshadows like crazy. She does so many eyeshadow panning projects. And so she this year is doing No Pan Left Behind. So in honor of spotlighting her, I did No Pan Left Behind on the Ciate London Royal Edition. Now last month I told you guys I thought this would take me 2 months to do, but I've actually done it in 1 month. Very reflective. This is what it looks like. Today I am wearing Palace as my setting shade. I am wearing Royal Family in the crease. I am wearing King on the outer corner and Palace Gardens all over the lid. Now, one of the reasons why I was able to hit my goal on this It's story time. So for those of you who have caught my declutter video, so declutter number 4 is all eyeshadow based because I took 3 palettes and ripped them apart and only kept the shades that I really like. And part of my struggle with this one, because I was excited for it, but there's a lot of stuff I don't gravitate to in this palette. So for example, all of these kind of pinky reds up here and in here, I don't wear a lot of them. I really don't. I don't really go like that super, super warm. So, you know, that's like a pretty decent chunk of that palette just automatically like. So what I'm going to be doing actually, this is one of the palettes I talked about in that eyeshadow declutter, that when I get more like empty Z palettes so I can put more shadows in because they're kind of all full right now, this is one of the palettes I want to rip apart and only keep the shades that I really like. So basically, very quickly, not so big on prints, you know, orangey yellows, not so big. A lot of these reddy orangey kind of colors, those are going to go. Spectre, unfortunately, is going to go. It's very similar to a shade in my Persona 2 Identity palette, but this one kind of sucks, so that performance is unfortunate. Corgi, which pains me because I love the name. And unless I can find something similar to Jubilee, because Jubilee didn't perform very well, that one may go, but if that's the only one I have in that kind of shade, I may keep it. So there's going to be a ton of this palette that's going to be decluttered, also very much in true Sophie style, but I haven't gotten to getting those palettes yet. They're probably going to take a little while to do. So basically what I did to reach my goal of no pan left behind is I was using a lot of these, but then I also went through and thought realistically, well, what would I actually declutter? So I actually swatched kind of like all up my arm and up my hand and made some decisions. And so I am going to call this palette a goal match because anything that I was like, I'm going to keep that, or I might be keeping it, I have now put on my eyes. So this is the 3rd goal that I have met. So super, super exciting. We have 3 items that I've met my goal on, which means the cute deck of cards gets to come back out and we get to roll in some new stuff. I've already shuffled, but just do a little bit more here for you guys. So we're going to be rolling in 3 new items. We'll draw the 3 cards. We'll talk through what those prompts are randomized to for this particular month. And then I will go pick the products and let you guys know about them. So the Anya's barking, oh no. The first card we are going to pull is a red king. So according to Emily and Max, it's just a red king. It doesn't really matter which king it is beyond the color. So that is our first one. Second one, oh, we're pulling face cards. A red queen. And the last one is going to be the 4 of diamonds. A red king is an affordable item. Now, of course, affordable means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So that is going to be the very first one that we're going to be finding a product for. A red queen. I guess this is what I pulled last time. We have another easy peasy lemon squeezy. So something that you can finish off really quick. And the last one is a 4 of diamonds. And this time that is corresponding to a liquid item. All right, I am back. I have picked my 3 items. Generally getting towards a little bit more fall, so we'll see how it goes for the next month since it's still, you know, it's still August. But first off, we have the red king, so something that is affordable. So what I've opted to pick, which I think will hopefully layer decently, is this nail polish from Sassy and Chic in the color 943. This is a nail polish you can pick up from your dollar store. So I believe I got this one from Dollarama, so pretty cheap as far as nail polish goes. And I do really enjoy these toppers. Now this topper in particular, it does leave a bit more color compared to the pink sparkle version I had in another project. So this one's going to help take nail polish more into that fall color spectrum while still adding some sparkle. The goal for this one is going to be, as with all the nail polish, 10 uses on this guy. For the Red Queen, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I am going with another sample, not a foil packet though, because I did just do that last time. But I have two of these samples. This is the Vichy Mineral 89 Daily Fortifying Booster. So let's open up this little box. This is the box here. Ooh, we've got a nice little ombre effect to it. That looks beautiful. So this is supposed to be used for skincare as your first step, and this is only a 3 milliliter sample. You are supposed to use this both day and night, and we're not even completely full. Let me mark it. So we're actually starting the product right here, even though it's fresh out of the box. So 3 milliliters of product. We'll see how we do. Finally, the 4 of diamonds. Now, you guys, I might be doing a bad. I might be doing a very bad because I have a lot of fragrance in projects right now. But I've recently hauled this. It is fall appropriate and I am loving the scent of it right now. So I'm going to roll on fragrance. If you caught my most recent Bath & Body Works haul, you guys know that I'm starting to get a little bit into fine fragrance mist, just a little bit. I only bought 2 because these things will probably take me a very long time the way I go through fragrance. But you guys, this is Champagne Apple and Honey. Oh, I have not used it yet, but it smells so good. Obviously, we're starting, once that settles, way up here. The fragrance notes to this, because they don't write it on this packaging, which is really frustrating, but it is crisp apple, sparkling champagne, jasmine honey, and autumn woods. I'm just so excited about this particular scent. So I'm also going to do a more ambitious goal on the fragrance because this is more of a fall fragrance and I really want to play and experiment and see how I feel about these fine fragrance mists, see if that's something I want to go more into. So the goal is going to be steep for this one. So this is going to be around for a while, especially since I do have other fragrances and other projects, but I don't think I got time for that too. But I'm going to go with 50 uses. That's my goal. Now again, I'm very light with my fragrances, right? So a spritz and a spritz and that's about it. So we'll see how a fine fragrance mist translates, how much I have to reapply throughout the day. So every application will count as a use. So theoretically, if I reapply twice in one day, that's 2 uses. But also with going back to work, because I do work in a scent-safe environment, because I'm in education, you can't wear a lot of fragrance either. Oh, that's really handy. You got a little break in the packaging here. So great for project panning. That is so thoughtful. Thank you, Bath & Body Works. So hopefully I'll be able to remember to reapply. Just hopefully I'll remember to apply my fragrance when I come home from work. And so we'll see how we do with it. This particular bottle was manufactured this year on the 157th day. So I'm just so excited. So excited. May regret this decision, but in this moment, I'm just so excited. So to talk about my goals for the next month, goal number 1, I want to get at least 5 uses on this nail polish topper. That's about 1 a week, just to be able to roll this out in 2 months. Should be, again, that easy peasy lemon squeezy goal. Finish off the Vichy booster. And, guys, I think I might be able to finish the Lorac eyeshadow. There's not much left in here. It's getting really difficult to work with. And I do have to reapply it several times a day if I'm wearing it, and it kind of falls down under the eye. So I'm not sure how many more uses I'll get out of this one, but it'd be really nice to have it done. Those are my goals. We will see how I do. But thank you so much for joining me for this 4th deck of panning update. I am loving working with the prompts and the randomization of it, so I am really enjoying that. Subscribe so you do not miss my next project pan update, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.